Just waiting for everything all hooked up, and I'm trying to adjust my glasses so I don't get the glare, but I need my glasses too. So excuse that. It's just the lighting's a little funky. But good morning, everyone. Today is Triumph Tuesday. This is Carol, so aka Naughty Boss, live in Princess Ray Ray's castle with two
Sisters. Hey, good morning, everyone. It's Janice, aka Wellness Diva 5.0, Triumph Tuesday. And yes, it is the last Tuesday of 2021. And again, the last few days always gets a bad rap, but you know, it's all in how you make it, how, you know, make it a great one, right? We want to make our days a great one. I want to say something before I forget, because I've been meaning to say it and I keep forgetting. So I wrote myself a little note. So, you know, obviously we have been podcasting for quite a while. We are past 350 episodes. That's a lot of chit chat. But for this year, I received notification about 2 weeks ago. Our base platform, which is Anchor, we're on 16, 18 different platforms now, plus YouTube, Rumble, and BitChute for the video aspect of it. But they do a synopsis from January 1st to December, I believe it was 15th. 5,819 minutes, which I have to get my calculator out, divided by 60 is just about 100 hours of podcasting, 96.98. So we'll go with 97 hours of podcasting. We've had a lot of laughs. There have been some sad moments that we've shared with you, and I'll give an update on one of those. But all in all, I think that it's just been an amazing 97 hours to share what we are passionate about. Obviously, our wellness through fitness and nutrition and everything, all those little nuances in between, which is why we came up with the theme of Mindset Monday, Triumph Tuesday, Wealth Wellness Wednesday, Trending Thursday, and Fantabulous Friday. So what do you think about 97 hours of chit chat?
Well, you know, I want to get to 100.
Well, definitely. Right. We're definitely past 100, but
we are definitely past 100, but based on December 15th, you know, and it's a testimony to dedication. You know, there are some days we've always said from the get-go when we decided to do this venture that it was going to be authentically us, authentically raw, real, humor, some serious conversation, some accountability conversation. And we were not going to stray from the integrity of what the intent of this was, which was encompassing everything: mindset, health, meaning your gut, your physical being, your mental being, your mindset, as well as your physical being, not just what's inside your gut, but also the outside, getting some movement in. Where it did not have to be this strenuous, you know, really just, you know, showing you being at the gym or showing you the different passionate things in fitness that we are in, which we do that. Obviously, one of mine is pickleball, but we really wanted to make it a fun, quirky way of, you know, having that hard conversation and the funny conversation of the ups and downs of a health and wellness journey. You know, in life, you know, life is messy. You know, and I'm reading a book with just that title, Life is Messy. And it is. And, you know, when you embrace the messy, because you can't avoid it. That's one of the things that I'm learning. You can't avoid the messy. You can't get rid of it. You can't hide it. It's there. We all have it. The point being is embracing it and saying, okay, how can I navigate through it? Because it's always going to be there. And I may even get through one mess, and guess what? It navigates me to another flipping mess. But that's life. You know, how many times do you hear us even chatting about our own health and wellness journeys? Because we want to make it relatable to you. We don't want to be telling you it's perfect. And, you know, being in soon to be both in our 60s, we didn't want to let people know that it's an easy cake and, you know, easy cakewalk. That, you know, as you reach each decade of age, it is harder. No shit, Sherlock. It's harder. It takes dedication. It takes mindset. It really takes going through the muck and the mess that you continue to go through, because where you may get that mindset right, and you may have kind of find what I call your juju, then all of a sudden, guess what? Life reminds you that life is still messy. Maybe now you've gotten in better shape. You've gotten your lifestyle with however you decide to eat, a healthier lifestyle. And then guess what? Your medical, something medical now infiltrates your healthy vision. So we decided that we weren't going to sugarcoat what we were doing. We weren't going to portray something that we are not. We always talk about that. We don't use fancy equipment, although I'm using this new, what do you call it? Light. What do they call this? A ring light.
Ring
And
light,
this is a larger ring light that I normally do use. And I don't like the reflection off the glasses, but I need my glasses. So I'm trying to find my happy medium. So we're showing you, I mean, even all through the early stages of when we thought we were in a pandemic, I'm going to just say it like that, because we've also been very raw and real about that piece to it, that we were going to stay true to ourselves. We still have goals. We still have drive. We still have vision, that we want to make sure we don't take those ideas to the graveyard. And by showing you that, yeah, there's pitfalls to that you can do it as well. We want you to share what's working for you. We want to learn from you just as much as we hope that you're learning from us. And I think the testimony of the 97 hours is to say, there were days that, guess what? We didn't want to get up and chat with you people. We didn't want to do a podcast. Maybe we were going through something personally. Maybe we were tired. Maybe we weren't feeling our best. Maybe we had an argument with our spouse or a kid, or, just something wasn't going right. But we said that we would share authentically what is us, with not only what goes on in our family lives, but with our personal lives, with friendships and family, and what goes on, encompassing all that with the health and wellness journey, and as well as what's going on in our world, our communities. So it's an all encompassing type of a podcast, which we love. And, we love the little segment of chatting nothing about nothing, because everyone's got something about something. And ultimately, it's really nothing about nothing, but it's kind of funny. So we do encompass all these different things. We've added joy. We hope that we have served you. And really that's the root of what we do, is service, adding value to your life, that maybe we are going to add something that maybe you didn't think of that now that you can implement. We also love incorporating other entrepreneurs. We have multiple guest speakers that, these are people that we highly respect. Some we didn't know, some we knew. People have shared, hey, I'm doing this venture. Can I chat about it on your podcast? Hey, I just started this new business. I'm in this new direct sales company. Can I chat about it? Hey, I just wrote a book, or I wrote a cookbook, or I'm a director, or I have this miracle dream that is turning into a movie. Whatever it may be, we want to be that avenue for you to help serve other people. So by you sharing what you are passionate about, guess what? You are sharing your passion with other people. And now you are becoming part of that train of service. So that's why I absolutely love that. And kudos. And I will drink a little cheers to my sister. And of course she's probably doing iced coffee. And I'm doing my herbal tea.
Oh, this is my water with a splash of cranberry juice.
Okay, I was going to say it kind of looked like cranberry, but I wasn't sure, because I'm blinded by the light. Like this ring light is really, I'm trying to I gotta figure out how I can tone this sucker down.
Okay, we don't want to quit our day jobs, but but speaking of lessons learned, there's always a lesson to learn. And as we've said in that book that you are reading, of course, life is messy. So what can we learn about those pitfalls? What can we learn about those messes, and how did that direct our lives? Or maybe it led us to, excuse me, maybe it led us to something different that was more eye-opening and really was the best way out of whatever we were in. And one of the things, and we've been, again, authentically us sharing, things within our own lives, as everyone knows who's viewers and listeners. My son, Ryan Scott, in July had a life-threatening injury. And although he's had several setbacks, 4 or 5, I don't remember. It's been a few. He's had a few hospitalizations, most recently last week. Excuse me. But I want everyone to know that despite all these obstacles that my son has faced, in my opinion, I think his progress thus far is miraculous. I feel blessed and grateful, and I don't know how other way to explain that. And yes, for me personally, as his mom, I've had difficulty sleeping, and I think I've shared that a few times. That's starting to get a little better as I've really had to focus on my rest, because I wasn't getting rest. So I was exhausted. I was emotional. Dare I say cranky? Yes, I was cranky. There, I've said it. But that's me being me. And, instead of 6 or 8 times in a night, I'm down to 1 or 2 times a night getting up, and, I'm always looking at my cell phone when I wake up, because it's that, for me, it's been that fear or that anticipation that something bad is going to happen. So I've really been working through that, and my sleep is getting better. Like I said, I changed my schedule around. So I'm actually I typically like to do my workouts first thing in the morning, anywhere from 5 to 6 a.m. I need my rest, folks. I know when I need my rest, and it really has changed so many things for me. And I'm doing my workout typically anywhere between 2 or 3, usually between 3:30 I get it in, and that's working out great. And I feel blessed and grateful. I don't know how other way to describe it other than through the tragedy that transpired, I'm finally seeing some sunshine, which, obviously it's a little dark here, kind of doom and gloom today here in the Northeast, but I just wanted to share that with everybody. So blessed and grateful. My son is doing better. He has another operation to go through, but it's all good. We're moving in the right direction. Blessed and grateful. Oh my gosh.
That's awesome. And it's also, great to get those updates, and he's doing well. And, it just goes to show that perseverance is part of the whole health and wellness journey, and thinking positive. And there are days where, guess what? Life sucks. It gets messy. So, embrace that messy feeling, because once you do, then you realize, okay, it's going to always be a part of me. I just got to know how to navigate it when it's like rearing its ugly head to a point where I feel like I'm suffocating. And that happens to all of us. And Triumph Tuesday is a day to celebrate and really embrace what you triumphed over. I have been going back and forth, and I've shared quite a bit of information regarding a lifestyle change, really letting my body heal, and really starting with a very long detox. Most people do a detox for 6 to 10 days. I did a detox for between 10 and 15 days, but I consistently did it once a month for about 4 months, because I really wanted to make sure that I was really, really resetting my body, not just doing a quick reset, but a thorough, what I consider a thorough reset. And what I discovered was, regardless of what nutritional program you're doing, everyone does need a nutritional program. And the reason why is because scientifically, we cannot really build what our gut needs to really have all our systems within our body run smoothly, because we can't get it by food alone. We would have to eat a lot of food, and a lot of really good food, because of obviously the way things are processed. So it is a normal process now in this day and age to supplement your body. The problem with that is, and I had that same mindset, this was going to be the fix-all, so I could still eat whatever I wanted, I could still do what I wanted to do. Well, guess what? After, 5 years of being on a program, I said, it wasn't a question that I wasn't feeling it, because most people take supplementation of whatever it may be. And it's not necessarily that you're looking to feel for something, which most people are, but understanding that, okay, my body just needs this. So I'm not expecting to feel anything from it. I just know I need these good nutrients. The problem with getting kind of caught up in that is we rely too heavily on the product that we're taking to do the work. It's very normal. It occurs with a lot of people, unless you really dive into what your body needs, because we always talk about that. We look different. Our gut health is different. Our fitness level is different. So guess what? Our insides are going to be different. They're not going to always match what someone else is doing. Our body's capability is not the same of somebody else's. So once we embrace the messy part of that, then we can explore options on where to go. And this journey that I've been on has really led me to understand, I tried many products out there. I've been fully transparent with that. I've tried anything from CBDs to CBD oils, which I still encompass some of those products. I've tried different vitamins. I tried different lifestyle eating habits, whatnot, but I still could not really physically and mentally really connect the dots of what was working for me. And the key piece for me always went back to, and really it's a key piece for most of all of you, is simplicity. I wanted to be able to put the maximum amount of things that my body needed, naturally needed, with the least amount of effort, because I'm so busy. Now, what I mean by effort, I don't mean laziness. What I mean is I don't want to be that person walking around with 30 bottles of something. I do understand that, with using natural herbs and teas and oils, yes, you're going to have, other things in addition to, but the core nutritional products, I wanted it simple. So that piece never really changed in my mindset. I just couldn't duplicate what I was currently doing. But what I did understand is I couldn't rely on just the 3 simple steps that I take. I needed to match, complement, and partner that with a lifestyle. And that's the missing link, because you can see a lot of people on different nutritional programs and you still wonder why they don't look too healthy. It's because they're not partnering up their lifestyle with whatever product they're taking. Once you really connect the dots with that, things really start to make sense. So I took that time off. I took the time away from the business. I was no longer promoting the company. Was no longer promoting the product, no longer promoting the lifestyle. Although I still believed obviously in the healthy lifestyle. And I thought, well, let me reset my body. Let me see, I went through a bunch of tests, and then I learned many things about my medical piece to my body, because you got to also embrace the medical piece of what's going on in your body, and realize, okay, I was diagnosed with diverticulitis, also GERD, and I had, these issues going on, in addition to some high blood pressure and high cholesterol. Now, when you look at me, you would think of, how could I have high cholesterol? Because I'm not, obese, I'm not overweight. There are some people, and my husband's one of them, who's very lean and he has a high cholesterol. Sometimes it's hereditary, sometimes just the way your body makes up. But that doesn't mean I get a pass. That doesn't mean we don't deal with it, right? So what I did was once I learned that I had all these other medical things going on, and I knew I was forced to stay away from certain food groups. It was probably about 2 years ago, I introduced plant-based butter. That is the only, besides the nutritional program, that was the only plant-based piece that I really connected to the dots. Well, then I decided to expand that some. I realized that dairy was a real issue for me. And anyone knows I make a mean cheesecake. I got a great recipe from someone from my past a long time ago. And I just absolutely love this cheesecake recipe. And I would only make it really probably once, maybe twice a year. I have not made it in a few years because I just said, I needed a clean break from dairy altogether because that was best for me. So I wasn't quite going to go vegan, and I wasn't quite going to go vegetarian. I'm trying to think of a word that I can describe someone halfway in between, but I haven't discovered that word yet. I will. I'm still working on it. But I decided that in order for me to complement whatever nutritional program I would go to, that I needed to clean up my diet. So obviously I've talked about that. I do a plant-based diet. mostly plant-based, which encompasses vegetables and everything from plants. I've gone non-dairy. Now, when I say non-dairy, I'm about 90% non-dairy, because guess what? I still go out to eat and I can't control what the chef is cooking or the ingredients that chef is using. But I'm more mindful to say, if he's going to make this fish dish, can you no salt? No salt. Please don't cook with salt. Now, will they? I don't know. I'm not in the back kitchen. I hope they would, because I don't use salt. I can't because of my high blood pressure. So, I found other ways to adapt it. And once I started cleaning up my diet, then I realized, okay, now that my gut is in a better place, now I'm going to reintroduce a nutritional program. And like I said, I tried many different things, but for me, simplicity, because it was plant-based to begin with, because I'm really super excited. They're also going to be coming out with a non-dairy lifestyle mix. I hear that's coming up in the future. I wanted to go back to the 3 easy steps. So, I absolutely did that. I feel better. I feel now that I'm going to be more successful because I'm complementing the nutritional program with my lifestyle. Doesn't mean I don't, have those treats every now and then. It's just I'm more mindful. I try to only eat beef or poultry or chicken a few times a month. Obviously, with the holidays, that's been a little bit harder. So I, try to counteract it with, making sure I'm getting more water in that particular day, and or I'm taking who doesn't like chili, right? Well, guess what? I've been eating chicken chili, although yesterday I had regular chili, but I did make a nice chicken chili. So there are other ways to adopt a different recipe and add different things to it to make that recipe still good and yummy, but adapt to the lifestyle that you're actually living in, right? So I absolutely love that. And because of that, the company that I'm with is doing the Ultimate Thriver contest. And this is their 3rd season running. And, the weird thing about, the thing about it is there's 2 categories. It's either 35 or under or 35 and over. So guess what? I'm going to be 64 in, however many days. And I'm with the 35 and older. And I thought, ooh, could I do, why would I even attempt to do this? Like, this is nutty, right? So I just said, nope, I'm going to do it. And so I push that button. So I am an official contestant of the Ultimate Thriver. So I will be sharing that all through 2022, especially the beginning, to share with you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to try to do my best to transfer my body into even healthier than it already is from a physical standpoint. So that means I'm going to be introducing more weights than I normally would do, because you know what, got to get those arms in shape. So we'll see what happens. But the fact that I actually had the courage to say, and I pushed the button, that was a huge thing for me. Huge.
I bet it was, and kudos to you for doing that. Through that, I almost feel that, not that it was a fear, but it was like, should I, shouldn't I, what do I do? But hitting that button was a testament to your will of not being better, but getting healthier, getting more of a wellness base going, based on everything that you have going on medically with recently, the diverticulitis and the high blood pressure. I think that's phenomenal. And I just came up with a word for between vegan and vegetarian, which is vegetarian. You're a vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian. That almost sounds like I earned a degree. You are a vegetarian. I don't know. That kind of sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
I'll have to play around with that a little bit. Vegetarian. It's got a nice little ring to it.
Yeah, absolutely. It almost sounds like the name of a dinosaur, but.
Well, that's what I was thinking. It sounds, it's kind of, Well, we'll work on that. But so far, that would be one of my. I would put that on my list of words. Yeah. So guess what, guys? If any of you, I'm going to throw this out there. If any of you can come up with a word that describes a vegan and a vegetarian and somebody who's plant-based, so it's kind of a mixture of all, because there is no name out there for them that I know of. There could be, but I haven't heard of one yet. Janice came up with vegetarian. But what I will do, I have a special sample of the nutritional program that I'm using will go out to a viewer that can come up with a name to describe the lifestyle that I'm doing, which again, remember, I take vegan options, I take vegetarian options, plant-based. Janice came up with vegetarian. See if you can match that or beat that. And private message us and let us know. You can leave it on our website as well, which is twosistas.online.com. No, it's just twosistas.online.
We
And
want
that's it. No .com. There's no .com or .online, which I always forget that as well. So yeah, leave it. You can leave us a voice message. You can email us as well. That's pretty cool. I kind of like that, Joe. Vegetarian.
Right. And I came up with another one, but I don't want to say it because
Yeah, you don't want to get right.
One entry per person, period, end of discussion. There, I said it. That was me trying to be, I don't know, whatever. And, you know, I guess that's something about something, but here's nothing about nothing. One thing that I need to triumph over, and I'm just going to say this, my desk is a flipping mess. So I haven't triumphed over that yet, but I will, because I can't work like this. So I'm wondering where to start, but you got to start somewhere, even if it's, you know, do I go to the left? Do I get to go to the right? You know, like I have a hairband on my desk. Like I don't need a hairband on my desk. Like, what am I doing here? So that's what I'm going to triumph over today. And who knows what else I may triumph over. You know, oh God, 2021. Think
Right around the corner. I mean, literally, what is it, 28th?
28th, yeah. Yeah.
We have 3 more days, 3 more full days. And, you know, make it your best. Don't think, you know, a lot of people have that dread on their shoulders. Triumph over that feeling. You know, we couldn't control what happened in 2021. Guess what? You can't really control anything. But what you can do is embrace, take action, and react in such a way that you're proud of. You know, and even if it's a moment that you're not so proud of, but you owned up to that moment, that's a triumph. But triumphing over this year is a hurdle, but you can do it. And there's 3 days left. Don't go into 2022 with the baggage from 2021. Let the baggage go and embrace it. It was messy. Life is messy. We know that, and that's never going to change. It's how you react to the messy. Once you embrace it. So we all know that 2020 was a difficult year for so many people, for multiple reasons: health, wellness, mindset, what's going on in schools, what's going on in local communities, what's going on in our country. But we can be better and do better by embracing the messy and reacting in a positive way, that we're going to find a different avenue to navigate through and triumph over. And when you do that, 2020, you're truly going to ring in 2022 with this mindset of, I got this. If I got through 2021, I can embrace 2022 with open arms, with an open heart, an open mindset. And what I can accomplish, it's infinitive. It's all about what type of action I want to take and how I'm going to react to things that are not in my control.
Right, exactly. And on that note, the other thing I'm going to triumph over is I am making my list of 10 books I am going to read for the first quarter of 2022. I had done that this past summer when, and I was at 9.5 books, and I didn't get a chance to finish that with everything going on. But I'm doing my 10 books, and I will announce that tomorrow morning. So stay tuned for that. And if you have a book too, so there's a couple things, you know, what we're doing is Carol Sue wants somebody else to come up with a word that describes a vegan and a vegetarian, like one word. It can't be 2 words, just one word to describe a vegan and a vegetarian. And also if, and I just lost my train of thought.
We were talking about the 10 books.
Oh, the 10 books. And
yeah.
If you have any books that you would like to suggest, let us know. Leave us a voice message on our website, www.twosistas.com. online. We'd love to hear from you. And at that note, my name is Janice, AKA Wellness Diva 5.0 with two
Sisters, and this is Carol Sue on the fourth, Naughty Boss, on the fourth day of Christmas. Yes, it is. Christmas is still not here. It's still here, people. And that is what I believe. That is what I hold on to. And yes, we still have Christmas carols going on. The tree is still up. And we are still festiving with friends and family while we are in New England. So it's wonderful. But what are you going to triumph over? Triumph over that you're just going to embrace, and you're gonna kind of tuck 2021. You're not gonna tuck it under the rug. You're not gonna tuck it away, but you're gonna tuck it a little bit for a little while, because you may revisit it to compare and or understand what you had to navigate through and do things differently. So it might be a great outline for how you're gonna handle 2022, because life is messy. We can't get around from that, but you can triumph over that and embrace it. This is Carol Sue, AKA Naughty Boss, signing out, and we will see you tomorrow for our favorite day of the week, or at least mine, Wellness Wednesday. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.